Hey everyone, thanks for checking my channel. If you are new and if you have been here before, welcome back. So if you have been day trading for any amount of time, you have probably or definitely heard of phrase double bottom and double top. When there is an area of support and the price has bounced off of it, it tends to come down and test it again and bounce off of it. So that's where you basically pay attention to the formation of candle to see if it's equally formed and they are on the same levels from the bottom to top. So uh, and basically some of these levels are resistant, which is we call it double top because it's forming on top of the chart, and some of them are on the support area, which is double bottom. The only issue with those double top and bottom formation is that we don't know if they are going to be a triple top or a triple bottom, and that's why I'm going to show in this video how to identify them and as well as trade them. I am looking at Apple chart now, and this is the chart we have for today, December 28, 2022. One thing I always recommend is do analyze your charting before of any trading. So let's say this is my chart. I woke up this morning and I'm like looking at, okay, what's going on? Is there any news? Not, whatever the case might be, but regardless of anything, you want to analyze your chart. All right, by analyzing meaning three things: the support and resistance and trend. So these are the three things that I look for when I basically want to take a trade. So as I said, assuming this is our chart, we are looking at this time frame, 1 minute, but for our practice I do suggest for higher time frame. But regardless, let's just do our in the time frame that we have, let's just do our support and resistance lineup, so that way we have something to base on our trading. So this is what we see now. I'm going to have my support lines. So these are the support that I recently see, and remember, we want to go with the support that has been strongest and recent. So for now I have this, and of course there are other area of support and resistance. Remember, every resistance that breaks becomes a support, and every support that breaks becomes a resistance. So this is what we are looking at this point of time. And what we want to do is also do our trend line. So I'm assuming this is our trend for that time frame, and this was this trend for that time frame. Okay, so we don't care about anything else. This is what we know, and then we can always add our indicator. The other indicator that I am for sure adding to my charting is RSI, which is pretty commonly used and everybody is looking at it, so we better also have it in our chart. And of course, moving averages, again based on your time frame. I have here 10 and 50. So these are my time frame. Depending on these are my moving averages, depending on the time frame. So to cut the noise, I also don't trade much of the 1 minute. I would suggest do 3 minutes to 5 minutes and above 15 minutes, which it's gonna cut more noises you get less stress and you take action or react to the price action accordingly. This is what we see now. Okay, as you see, when we did our drawing, everything without going back, everything is lined up perfectly. And to be exact, this is the area of our resistance. I'm going to highlight it based on the area that we see here, and also I'm going to do the same thing for our basically our support. So assuming this hasn't happened yet, we are looking at this. Okay, we just got up, and this is what we see. And again, I would suggest beyond 5 minutes for this strategy. As I said, that would help us with, we don't get too much stressed out, and we cut the noises that we see on the chart. So what do we see here as far as the top and double top and double bottom? Detection would be easy. This is the double top as we saw it. This double top form perfectly good. It doesn't have to be perfectly level, as long as they are leveling up on each candle at the area. So as I told you guys earlier, we need confirmation. That's what the problem is with double top and double bottom. If we don't see or know the confirmation, we are basically not sure if the trend or trade that we're gonna take is gonna be successful or not. So we found our double top. Now we are waiting obviously for that candle to form, the third candle, which the trend I was just these are the line that we drew before. So let's say we got here, we see it's rejected. Now the trend broke, the support broke, and it keeps going down. We're gonna wait for another formation, right? Formation would be double bottom if we can identify. It's not perfectly double bottom, but it's tried to show up as a double bottom, but it's not. So we are looking at different pattern here, and we are going to see if there is any pattern. So that's in this scenario in Apple today, got 2 trade out of it, right? 1 and 2. There you go, 2 trade. You don't have to trade a lot, right? Amazon is another one. Let's see if Amazon had any double top and bottom. Yeah, I see it here. Let's go to 15 minutes. We are looking for 15 minutes. We may not see the double top, but I do see it on 5 minutes, which is this there. Right, this is where I see it formed and perfect. As you can see, confirmation would be RSI. RSI confirmed with us right here. We are on the overbought territory. Perfect. We are on the area of double top, which is identified for us right there. We wait for the third candle to form. If it's below middle of this, below middle of 2 other candles, we take a position. Our stop loss is right here. Now look at how much we are risking. Literally in the stock like Amazon, which is $85. If you took that trade here, and the difference from 85.15 to 85.25, basically you are risking 10 cents, and look at how much you could play this if you got in. We are waiting, of course. Here the could get out around 83.80. So basically you could make $2 easy, $2 here by taking a 20, it's not even 10-cent risk. So look at the risk and reward here, it's perfect, right? And one thing I want to mention here regarding the moving averages. As you can see, I have my moving average here, 50 and 10. For the day trading, I would suggest 10, 50, and these other ones, but I don't want to confuse you. Too much information is not good. This causes more dilemma and, you know, doubt. Could always, you know, get your trend line again and follow your trend line. I would suggest this would be a channel. It would have been a channel trade too, but we moved up from the channel and then we came back, and here we are testing a trend line. If we test in a trend line and also the EMA is also holding, in this case 50 EMA is perfectly holding. Look at how many times EMA held here. One time here, held it here, held it here, and it keeps holding. So sometimes you have to look at your EMA to make sure how it's reacting to this price of the stock. So in this case, I see EMA 50 has been perfectly respected as soon as the trend is changed, right? This is what we are looking for. So double top created, RSI confirmation, we waited. If we took that trade here, we probably would have got out here if we haven't, because our stop loss was here and then it got rejected, right? Pretty much after 30 cent got rejected again. Unfortunately, that if you don't take your profit here or some of the profit, probably would have been stopped out right in here, which is fine, you know. But just bear in mind, remember the RSI area. Remember this area is also the significant strength, and stock price would react to this, especially in 5 minutes candle. If that was 2 minutes or 1 minute candle, it would be different reaction, right? But I just don't like to trade in the shorter time frame because too much noise. And in this case actually wasn't that bad. We got here, boom, the trend broke here, EMA crossed, rejected, but you know, it was keep going back and forth, and we will be doing our trend line and support and resistance again this time frame, and that's where everything is showing up. If you like those kind of video, please let me know also in the comment that I can make another video regarding to all the patterns and how I trade. I would trade most of my trade based off that area. I have a few other indicators that I use, but not too many. But I have certain criteria that I follow for my trade, and you know, I hope I can share those with you as well. And if there is anything else, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good, wonderful trading days. And we are getting to the end of the year, and in 2 days we are in a new year 2023. I wish you guys all the best and happy holiday and happy new year.